Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It is December 22nd. Can you believe that? Sorry, I'm watching it on YouTube and the delay is really bad. So I'm going to pop up the other screen so I know what I'm saying and making sure I'm staying in the screen. My other computer is having some problems, so that's why we're using this one. So much thankful for a backup computer. All right. Sorry for not being here last week. Life happened and I was busy helping a friend take care of some little people. So anyway, we're here tonight and the show must go on, right? It is almost Christmas for those of us that celebrate, and I can't believe how fast it's coming. So you came to see what we're going to do tonight, and I just want to remind everyone that the Advent calendar is still available if you want that. And also, I can't remember what else. Anyway, thank you so much for being part of my crafting addiction and watching my videos and just supporting me by liking and subscribing and all of that fun stuff. My calendar is posted on my Facebook page and I also email it. I know I'm behind this month and didn't get one sent in the mail. So I'm planning to get that caught up and have January and February and maybe March. I know January, February is almost ready and I will get that sent soon. All right. Let me share my screen and let's make a couple of cards and we'll go from there. I'm hoping it's light enough. Share. Ooh, almost. Pushing buttons. Sorry. Let me grab a light. Slide. Turn off the heater. Light. Oh, that makes that one bad. Huh. One light. No, that's crooked. We're making it work. Making it work. Here. Nice inside of the garbage bucket. Sorry. I'm emptying it so I can turn it over and use it for a stand. So our camera's not crooked. Okay. Better? I think. We'll make it work, right? Okay. There's the stamp set we're going to play with tonight. And all right. There's only one spot right there, and that's overhead light. Whoop. Got ink, got paper. All right, let's start with what color base? Let's start with cloud cover. Paper trimmer. You saw me move that. Okay. We are going to park the dark. Come on. And score it at 5 and a, no. Score at 4 1/4. Now we're going to cut it at 5 1/2. And remember this little trick I showed you? All the way over, all the way up. Hold it. And up. That makes sure it's right where we need it to be. All the way over, all the way up. And then it doesn't have the little overbite. All right, we will finish scoring that. And then we are going to cut a piece of Secret C at 5 1/4. Four twice. Shirt got in the way. I always cut towards the top because my paper is up there. Now, if you had your trimmer turned around, or if you're using, oh yeah, it'd be turned around. If you have it turned around this way, then you would pull it towards you. But you want to push the cutting blade where your paper is, like it, I could cut like this, but I would want to make sure that I'm pushing towards this so that my paper stays solid up against that and it doesn't get sidewonky. How you like that word? Sidewonky. All right. So we've got our 2 layers. And now we're going to cut some designer series paper. The cardstock. We're using Peaceful Garden. And we're going to play with, not that one, not that one, that one, and not that one. Nope, nope. Okay, so I need another one of those. Who says that? But I've used it. All right. Time to look at all of our little pieces and parts. Back that. Nope. There it is. That's what I want. That's all I need. Stay inside so that I don't lose you. All right, so we know that this is 4 inches. This is 1, I'm guessing. So we're gonna go with only one of them. We're gonna cut 2 1-inch strips off of this. I'm gonna use this measurement over here so that I've got more of it supported. And I know that I want a short piece, so that's why I'm going this direction. 1 inch. One inch. Look over there. Your buddies. All right. So if this is 5 1/4, and I want that's going to be shorter, obviously, in a minute. Make this be 5 minus 1 is 4. Let's go 3 3/4. No, 3 1/2. See what happens. Twice. I'm going to make sure it's an inch. It's a little bit bigger, so let's make it be an inch. All right. We're building it like this. I need this to be also 3 1/2. I think. No, this needed to be longer. And that needed to be shorter. So 2 1/2, 3. We're going to play with the measurements until we get it right. How about that? These kinds of cards always kind of stump me. All right, I want it to be a little bit shorter. So that is now at 2 3/4. So let's make it be 2 1/2. And this one needs to be longer. And then we've got our, okay. So it needs to be 2 1/2 on this one. Yep. So we need to add 1/4 of an inch to that one. Get them both the same size. So 1 inch. Okay. I'm going to start with 3 3/4. We're going to give us some wiggle room. And that did it. Yay! Glad we had an extra strip. One inch. Sometimes you just lay it on there and play. And then that makes our inside piece. We know those are 2 inches. Let me grab a piece of paper. So if our outside is 4 by 5 1/4, these guys are 1 inch, so that's 2. Well, our whole layer is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. And so 1, 2. Okay. I think I'm doing it right. 5 minus 2 is 3. And then I need to cut a 1/4 inch off. Okay. I'm trying to create my inside piece. So that is the length. We're going to start there. And the width minus a 1/4 of an inch gives us 3 1/2. So we're going to do 3 1/4. We're going to start with that and see what happens. I hope you followed that. If not, cut until you play. Play until you get it right, right? I'm going to use a small piece of white. These are already cut to inside card layers. And I said 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. That's going to be too big. Yeah. 3 1/4, 2 3/4. I think it needs to be 1 3/4. Much better. And it's still too long. 2. Let's go 2 3/4. Too wide. I think I got it. Talk about going around the mulberry bush to get where we wanted, right? But we got there eventually. Okay. So let's stick these guys down and see where we go from there. So we know with our regular layer, we've got about that much on all sides. Put this one down. We're going to stamp on that one before we attach it. I still gave a little bit too much right there, but it'll be okay. If somebody knows an easier way, will you teach me? Oh, that's cricket and a dog's hind leg, Brenda. There we go. Straighten it up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to ask some of my smart Stampin' friends, how do you figure those measurements for those? Because I'm so lost without sitting there cutting and cutting and cutting. All right, stamp set. Please fit. It does. All right, relax. And we're going to use Secret C. Those measurements are not right. We're going to toss them away. I need to clean that back of that stamp. Nice. Oh, where did I put the dies? I shall find them. There. And now it goes on the card front. So you got the opening where you want it. All right, let me get the dies. I think they're laying on my table over here. Where did I put them? I had them out. Just had them. Just had them. There they are. Oh, job. We're going to use this bird and this twig. Get a little piece of green. I'm going to go with Old Olive. Bird. Instead of trying to fuss with that big old piece of, we're going to chop it. got a little off the, oops, now it's really off the paper. It's on. Hold it. Wait. My head's not been getting in y'all's way. On the magnetic sheet so I don't lose you. All right, let's put this on dimensionals. Here's the wing. There we go. And I'm gonna, yeah, I got tweezers, I think. That should hold it. And I probably should have put that on first. There we go. See that little bitty dot of glue behind there? So it's sticking the green twig to the back of the dove's head. And there's that. Let me grab some bling. It is hiding right here in another container. I'm going to use light or dark, light or dark. What's your pleasure? I think I'm going to do this color. One here, a baby one here, baby one up here. Kind of balance it out a little bit. In a roundabout way, and we still got there. How about that? Isn't that pretty? Now I will make what the next one I make. I'm going to make these a tad bit longer, but it still doesn't look bad. I think it looks okay. All right. How about that? I'm not going to keep you long tonight. But I do promise to have another video later. If you still, these dies are on the last chance set. Hang on, let me stop my screen share. Screen share options. It's not, it is. Not, it is. Hi, Becky. Thank you. It is pretty. I love this paper. All right, let me stop the screen share. Now let me go look and see if the paper is still available. I know the dies are on the last chance list at a discount. Scoot you over. Easy. I have the item number here. So let's just look that up. 165917. It's still available. So there's that. Share. Well, it's only showing a part of the screen. So, but it is still available. And there is all of the designs. So some really pretty paper. All right, still available. Some really pretty paper. And if you're not finished with your cards, or if you are and you want to get a jump start on next year's cards, then order it up. All right, that's all for tonight. I'll see you again soon. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, time off with family and friends, and do something fun for yourself this week, please. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.